Good evening, good evening. Oh, no, it's good morning. It's the time that I like to spring up. And I've been kind of quiet the past, well over a week. Sometimes you need to just sit back and let certain things happen and then allow people to feel comfortable because once they feel comfortable, then they just let their hair down and you just find out things. So I got some great news for the ranch homeowners. The board of directors meeting occurred yesterday. They had it, I'm thinking, up at Cisneros Pizza on Pittman Road, and as well they zoomed in. Uh, I can't attend in person at this particular time because somebody's saying that I'm doing some bad things, and so they don't want me around them. And I'll be getting more back into that inside the ranch homeowners group. But this here, based on the news that you will see, I bought I recorded the whole board of directors meeting. Okay, and I found out we got some great stuff. They're gonna be getting license plate capture camera. Okay. I found out that we have $25,000 in reserve. First time me personally seeing it. I haven't seen anything inside the minutes or heard anything that we have a $25,000 reserve of money over here at the ranch to just, you know, utilize and do upgrades and whatnot. But it's my understanding based on the from the meeting is that they're going to be putting a lot of that stuff on the agenda to make sure that all the homeowners know about this 25,000 and where it came from, as well as they have a security plan based on the $25,000 that it's I guess the security plan is out for 30 years. Okay. 30 years. Yeah. You're going to see it. Not in this teaser. You're going to see it inside the homeowners group of the ranch. Okay. And I am going to be requesting copies of that plan, okay, and to see, and as well as to figure out where this $25,000 of reserve money came from, um, and again, that's going to be inside the ranch group, okay. So, but during the meeting, they're very active and proactive in discussing the city camera system. Okay, and me myself personally, I mean, I was in awe of the wealth of knowledge that these board members have as security professionals. I didn't know, but you will actually see them discuss in an open forum, okay, the you know, of their professionalism and expertise in security applications. Okay. But the one thing they had talked about was the license plate capture, which I'm very excited about. Um, you know, because you happen to, because I actually did well, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna talk about that later at the end. But let me jump on in to the main thing. Oh, and also you're gonna see me transverse into the metaverse now. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, he's smoking something. He's on something." But if you know anything about metaverse, the Oculus headsets and virtual reality, you will basically see that I do content creation in that, but then as well as we're going to be actually meeting in virtual reality if you have the headsets and whatnot. And so uh, this right here is I talk about the teaser, and so just kind of like licking your chops until you become crazy. But when I get to the metaverse, you will see. So I'm gonna back up out of here and let you guys listen to the ranch board of directors. And right now they're talking about the security system, which is very interesting.
Identify the car. They got a police report. They did what they were supposed to do. They called the police.
This car did some damage down there.
Reported it, yes, and it was a harassing type of call. So they're hoping to identify the vehicle. The camera system that we have set up there now, it doesn't capture the plate of a vehicle driving by in the middle of the night. So there is such a thing, and we have a cost to do it.
Yes, it's such a thing, Rich.
It's a bit expensive.
It's such a thing. I'll be getting into that.
Yeah.
So we got this, which is one, it would just be a single cost and then that's it. We also have the option of doing the slot cameras that go directly to the police department, but those are $2,500 a year, so it's a lot more expensive, but they are fully maintained.
Right.
But this would fall under our maintenance agreement we already have.
I'm sorry, President of the Board, Prina Encarnacion. We do not have a maintenance agreement or budget. That's for security monitoring. You guys forgot that you got rid of the security maintenance and now do the security monitoring yourself.
And the cameras there could be set up that way.
I'm assuming this one would go there at Lincoln Mountain Meadows.
I think he was thinking about the park pole where you can get angled shots like down the street.
I don't think that that's the best spot. If we're going to do this, we should do it at that intersection.
Right.
Do we not have voice security? Now check this out. This is Tracy. Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here. They're trying to see what I'm doing. I just got my picture posted there. I'm a homeowner and I have every right to be here.
Came out Mountain Meadows and they drove straight across. So if they would have turned right.
They had to come in from somewhere.
Right.
So it would have captured them.
Yeah, they might have kept, but I'm wondering if it would have caught their plate. So if they came from Rockville Church and turned right,
Then it won't.
then it wouldn't. If the
It won't.
camera.
It won't.
And I was worried when they came out that they might have turned left, and I was hoping that they just turned right. If they came out and turned right on Link, coming down towards here, we might have got a shot at the back. It's kind of far away though. So we can talk about placement first.
When you're looking.
A security professional you're supposed to consult.
One from this side, one from this side, they cover that side, and this one covers this side. We have to go to Cedar Brook.
Then we're also probably gonna have to- And
And
it's red.
we're looking for her actually.
Oculus 5, yeah, I'm on that. Now, this is what I'm talking about being in the metaverse. You're going to need the Oculus headset. I'm going to be doing some stuff in the crime prevention that where we actually meet up virtual can't even talk right now. It's late. Virtual reality. And so if your kid got the Oculus
Ooh, we're talking about the
headset,
security stuff, so I gotta stay here
all
for
right,
sure.
let me jump
Get
back out.
this.
If you know that car came out after doing a crime at 2:30 in the morning, you got it at 2:30.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about, Jim.
That description, that you can use that.
The thing that happened when we had those four catalytic converters stolen a few months back, we captured the vehicle, but because it was 3 in the morning, we didn't get the license plate. And so the cops couldn't do anything because we didn't have a.
No, those cameras have to be set up a certain way in order to catch a license plate. You guys ain't catching no license plates because you got the dial a 180 and you got to use the PTZ that's on the corner to track the vehicle. And that PTZ ain't tracking. The PTZ ain't tracking. Woo.
Yep, they came through for me
Tina
tonight.
finds out that I brought her into the metaverse. Oh, he's harassing me, threatening me.
There's no way that.
No, but it ain't no
If you're
threat.
in a position, let me see here.
if you're in a position of authority, such as a board member, you have to expect to be taken on by homeowners. That's all that's been done here. This ain't no harassing. This ain't no shaming. You are in a elected position for the homeowners of the ranch. And this is nonsense. None of you are security professionals. You misappropriated the money. I'm going to be bringing all that down, and then we already know everything else that I'm going to be doing. So I don't have to repeat myself at this time. But I need to educate the ranch homeowners that this is what's going on.
So I'm practicing some stuff here in the metaverse. Let me see here. Okay, let me stop this.
Okay, let me get to the meat and potatoes. Okay, so we had 4 camera servers, and so if you've been following us for weeks and me popping up here on next door, and this is about the ranch homeowners being misled and victims of a crime. Okay, that's going to be dealt with down the road. Okay, I'm in no hurry to get up to the Department of Justice. I know how that works. We had a license plate capturing system. Okay, none of the board members wanted to get trained. They refused, and so they got rid of the 4 camera systems and then got this one simple recorder. I've already gone through that, and I'm gonna go into it more deeper inside the group. But as you see here, this is that Mount Meadow and Link Road. Okay, and see, they didn't realize that I took a lot of samples, and so it's kind of like if I didn't have these samples and then was telling the homeowners that we already had a system. So you heard them talking about this. Look at this. You can see here. Okay, now this car sped through the intersection, and so it got partial of the license plate. Okay, now if you go back and poke back and then look at the previous shots, you'll see the full plates in the capture frame. Okay, so like here. Okay, so here 60499R1. See this? Mount Melon, December 18, 2018. Our camera systems did that until they took the 4 camera laptop servers out, and just as I said, okay, and put them in storage. Okay. Let me see here. I forgot I'm looking at a different screen, and so I can't get my mouse up there as I want. But well, check this out. This will break it all down. Watch what I'm capturing for the ranch homeowners. My home camera system does this at this time. The ranch camera system used to do this.
Let's go.
This is on my home block, but this is from 2018. Tried to make sure that I matched up the Mountain Meadow Link Road snapshots and videos. Yep. Well, there it is in a nutshell, folks. So, the ranch, we actually had, um, let me see, I'm just trying to put the total dollar amount. Most of it, I actually donated. I want to say probably about it's 10,000, but actually Lewis Surveillance donated about $6,000 into the software and the programming because the ranch homeowners did not pay a dime on the software. They had the license plate capture cameras, and then they got to upgrade it. And then there was a certain board member who tried to take on Lewis Surveillance, saying, "What happened to the license plate capture?" But had the license plate capture camera, but had they read the emails from months and months back, okay, and I'm going to be putting some major stuff inside the ranch homeowners groups. Okay, that's going to go into a lot more detail, but this here portion, I just want to let the homeowners know, and just people in general, that we had a very robust camera system with servers. Okay, 4 camera servers, and that's supposed to be because they're laptop Dell servers, and I will be looking for those because those camera servers, those laptops, belong to the homeowners of the ranch. They do not belong to individual people to be using for their own personal gains. That's against the law. That's a crime. Okay. And so those 4 laptops and Lewis Surveillance support computer will need to materialize as well. But that's another story. That's inside the ranch group. Join up, everyone, because it's about to get to the nitty gritty. So you guys have a good early morning, and I'm sure some phones are going to be ringing off the hook Tuesday morning on the 28th, which is today.